At St. Joseph's Mission, survivor stories tell us that many children will remain unaccounted for. It is for those children and families that we grieve the most.
The Williams Lake First Nation has released the preliminary findings of an investigation into the St. Joseph's Mission Residential School. The area being investigated is about 470 hectares, and the findings only cover 14 hectares to date. And a warning to our viewers, what you're about to see and hear is incredibly disturbing.
Their bodies were cast into the river, left at the bottom of lakes, tossed like garbage into incinerators. For those children, there will be no headstone, no unmarked grave.
Chief Willie Sellers and St. Joseph's Mission investigators presented their findings at a press conference on Tuesday afternoon. Using several types of radar, investigators have so far found 93 reflections in the grounds of a historic cemetery at St. Joseph's.
All of them display varying characteristics indicative of potential human burials.
Current data from the investigation team suggests that 50 of the 93 potential burials are not associated with the cemetery. St. Joseph's Mission Residential School operated from 1891 to 1981, mostly at the hand of the Catholic Church. It also functioned as a ranch and farm to sustain the school. Chief Willie Sellers said physical abuse was rampant at the school throughout the decades. Survivors and other records have told of unmitigated disease, poor drinking water, and children running away and trying to kill themselves with poison hemlock. He also describes horrifying accounts of sexual abuse by Catholic priests.
Stories of gang rape and molestation have become part of the fabric of the institution's history. So common, as one survivor relates, that if the school intercom requested a child to attend the office, you knew someone was about to be raped.
He adds that child pregnancies were widespread and covered up to avoid drawing attention to school operations.
We have heard detailed descriptions of how the unwanted babies of certain priests at St. Joseph's were burned in the incinerator.
Chief Sellers says many discussions with other First Nations need to happen before they can consider an excavation of the area, which would give them more definitive answers. He says more geotechnical testing will continue in the coming months and years with the help of provincial and federal governments. Ground-penetrating radar helped locate the remains of 215 children at the Kamloops Indian Residential School in May last year. The discovery made international headlines and put a spotlight on how Indigenous people have been treated in Canada.
You don't want to see it fall from the public eye. I mean, we need to continue to remind this country, in order to heal, we need to continue to tell the truth.
Emotional support or assistance for those who are affected by the residential school system can be found at the Indian Residential School Survivor Society toll-free line, 1-800-721-0066, or the 24-hour crisis line at 1-866-925-4419. In Vancouver, Kier Junos, City News.